Hi, my name is Matthew, and I want to talk to you about the concept of the wrath of God. It's a concept that our modern world has tried to erase, but it is a biblical concept. John Calvin, the great reformer, didn't see God's wrath as a temper tantrum like Donald Trump exhibits. He saw it as a judicial necessity. Think of that in legal terms. He argued that we stand condemned before the bar of God's justice since birth. You aren't just a mistake maker. In the eyes of a holy law, we are inheritors of wrath from birth. Calvin teaches that God's anger isn't impulsive, it's a settled legal reaction to unrighteousness since the fall of man. As Romans 1:18 says, the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all the ways we suppress the truth, all ungodliness. It is the holy no of a creator to the destruction of his creation. But then, Jonathan Edwards takes this legal reality and makes it visceral. Picture this. The year is 1741. Edwards stands before a crowd and tells them, the bow of God's wrath is bent, and the arrow made ready on the string. Imagine the tension in that wood. Justice is the one aiming that arrow directly at your heart. Edwards warns that the only reason that arrow isn't made drunk with your blood this very second is the mere pleasure of God, the presence of God. You are hanging by a slender thread with the flames of divine wrath flashing around it, ready to singe it asunder. It's a terrifying image of imminence. The wrath isn't just a far-off idea, it's a rising flood held back by a dam of divine patience that could break at any moment. Now you might ask, isn't that just old school fire and brimstone? And yes, there are lots of concepts since Dante's Inferno that might support that. But look at the New Testament. John 3:36 tells us that for those who reject the Son, the wrath of God doesn't just come, it remains. It's the default state of a world that has walked away from its life source. Colossians 3 points to our greed, our idolatry, and our bitterness as the very reasons this wrath is coming. Scripture calls us children of wrath by nature. We aren't just victims of a broken world. According to Calvin's secret counsel, we are vessels that have set ourselves against the very sovereignty that sustains us. But here is the pivot, the part that makes the gospel good news. Romans 5:9 says we can be saved from the wrath through him, Jesus. This is the doctrine of propitiation. It means that on the cross, Jesus didn't just hide us, he stepped in front of the arrow. He became the lightning rod for the judicial satisfaction Calvin spoke of. He endured the bent bow so we could receive the embrace. Now, I'm not a Calvinist, but the same God who is holy enough to be angry is loving enough to take that anger upon himself. You don't have to hang by